Hey guys, my name is Pedro. I'm an environment concept artist working on the games and films industry. And today I will show you how to paint a forest scene like this one, which is complicated because it has so much detail. And in this type of environments, it's good to know how to simplify all those details to be more effective with each brush that you put, each stroke that you put, and do not waste too much time. So let's get started. I always like to start, for example, on a complex thing like this one, doing some basic tree shapes, like something to block out those shapes, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be more difficult to paint all the shadows and all the light in the grass if I don't have the shapes of the trees first. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Just painting the shapes, sometimes using the lasso tool, sometimes using the line tool. But the line tool was giving me trees that they were like too straight, they were like too perfect. So I started using a brush with no opacity, like no transfer, no opacity, so I can have like sharp brush strokes every time I paint. So here you can see how I started doing some painting. So what I'm trying to do here is to paint the color variations between light and shadow without adding any texture, any sharp edges. Only using a soft brush like this one that it has some texture, but most of it is like really soft. So you can see that everything is soft. And once I have that, what I start doing that you can see right now is how the light, where the light is going to hit. So when I do this, as you can see, I'm painting some hard edges. Like between the shadow and the light, there's a hard edge. And that's because I want the focal point. I want the viewer to look on these areas where the light is hitting. And here I start painting some of the texture that I was seeing in the photo on the trees. Otherwise, I was painting the light in the grass, and I was feeling all the time that there was something missing. So when you feel that something is missing, it's because, well, basically something is not painted yet. That it doesn't mean that you need to put all the details, but my advice is just look for that thing that doesn't have any detail and go and paint some texture or paint something, so you don't have that feeling of emptiness. Now you can see that I'm putting some texture on the light areas, and that's really important, because if, like, I don't want to put texture on the shadow areas because I want the focal point to be only where the light is hitting. That's why you can see that I only put some strokes on those patches of light on the foreground. Here I'm trying to add texture again, because I was feeling that still, like, comparing to the photo, I still need like a bunch of different texture brushes to use, so I can call the viewer attention on the foreground. Here again, I'm going with the texture, with the leaves of the trees, just to create like the feeling of death, because before it was like all the trees were on the same plane, and adding these type of leaves between the trunks, it makes like a really good feeling of depth on the landscape, on the forest. It's the moment where I realized also that the foreground on the grass, there was not only green and yellows, there was only more like brownish colors, and that's exactly what I was doing on this area, and trying to add a bit of texture using like different brushes, because sometimes if you use the same brush all the time, you're going to have like a monotonous feeling in the entire painting, and that's something that I didn't want to have. That's why as you can see, I'm all the time trying to change brushes. I'm not using the same one. I mean, for this painting, I think I used like maybe 4 or 5, maybe more. So maybe you can put this on practice, like when you're painting something that is complex, that has a lot of shapes, a lot of details, like a forest, for example. My advice is that you can try like many different brushes. And you will see that that's going to help you to achieve that feeling of nature. Here again, trying to add some texture on the foreground, but without adding detail, like real detail, because as you can see, I'm not trying to paint all the leaves that I'm seeing in the picture. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to give the feeling of detail without painting any detail. Here I was just trying to keep adding details to the trees, like some branches and some trees behind behind the foreground elements, just to create like more depth. But always trying to not put like too many hard edges on the trees in the background, and that's why I was using a brush with on the settings. I was putting like the opacity really low, and also the flow, the transfer, quite low. I always set that to be on the pen pressure, and if I want that to be like even more soft, then I will go to Photoshop and I will just put and I will just play around with the flow settings in the Photoshop window. And here lastly, to finish the painting, I realized that the trees were not having any texture, like everything was too soft. So I just took a brush and I started painting some texture in the tree here in the middle, and also in the one on the left and in the one on the right. And after that, the painting was already finished. Not perfect, but of course I learned a lot. And yeah, that was everything. I mean, I don't think I have too much more to tell. I mean, adding some color saturation on that tree on the right, but not too much because I was trying to follow the picture, of course. So if you like this video and if you learned something new, just don't forget to like the video or subscribe to my channel. I mean, it really helps the support. And thank you for watching. See you next time.